beloved ones. This is Lorelei from the Tightrope to 5D Music Reactions, and this is Marshmallow walking across my laptop. Oh, at least he didn't accidentally click me out. But anyway, today, if you're wondering about that title, stick around to the end. By the way, I have a special message about this historic, never before done for an entire population shift from third dimensional consciousness to fifth dimensional love, peace, joy consciousness. So stick around. But first, we're going to do Alip Ba Ta, No Woman, No Cry, one of my favorites. So here we go. Every time I hear those opening notes, I want to cry. I love this song so much, and it always makes me want to cry because it's so beautiful how this one is loving his woman and wanting to protect her and keep her safe. Now, Alip Ba Ta look at what he's doing with his fingers over here. Oh my goodness, we got to go back a little bit and watch that because he's just so extraordinary with his fingering. The guitar and all this, he just, that guitar is like his. He just does whatever he wants with it, to make sound. So great. Of his fingers there. I mean, you have to be so extraordinary of a guitar player to be able to do all of this. Oh my goodness. By the way, I love this song too because it reminds me of I just love Bob Marley. I always did. And then I was walking around a craft fair, and this was when my son was maybe about 18 years old, 17, 18, probably maybe even going in college. And I saw a gift for him. I said, "Oh, that's a Bob Marley belt buckle. He would love that." A little while longer, I'm walking around. It was Christmas time coming up, and I'm walking around and I see this other gift. And I go, "Oh, he would love this. This is a book." And it was How to Know When You're a Redneck. And I said to myself, I bet I have, as a child, the only Bob Marley loving redneck on the planet. So we love Bob Marley, but let's continue. Let's go back a little and hear this extraordinary fingering he's doing here. Taps there. I mean, just this guy, he is unbelievable. This thing, like I think it grew out of his arms. I think he came out of the womb with a guitar in his arms. Oh, by the way, guys, don't forget I have some membership tiers now, and you got to look at my little video because each one is a little different to give you a little different something that is special, unique that you might want. So take a look at my introductory video, but let's continue. okay. You just think that's like 3 or 4 straight notes, right? Or 5, whatever it is. No, he's got to do this with it. We got to go back a little bit. Go back a little bit. Oh, you're so wonderful. I just love, love, love this guy. And I love, love, love that song. But I have to change it a little. I have to go for me as a woman. In fact, maybe I'll sing it in one of my tears, by the way, in the top one. But, maybe I'll sing it there. But no, baby, no cry. No, baby, no cry. Because I'm a woman. I can't say no woman, no cry. But this is extraordinary. He's always extraordinary. I still love him. And we have to put him on this song on my scale. 1 being very third dimensional. Fear, pain, sadness, anger, suffering. It ain't that. Although he refers to the loved one having some suffering in her life. So that's kind of like what, he's talking about wanting to work on or to help this one with. And then 10 is a love, peace, joy, bliss, abundance, and love, love, love. There's so much love in this song. Now he's referring to a third dimensional experience of having suffering, right? In the one that he loves. So that, but so wanting to assist her and to lift her up, uplift her so beautifully. So it's still pretty darn high, So, I love this song. Love this song. I got to not let my own love of the song get in there. But I think so precious in its love for this one. And it's wanting to, just envelop this one in love. I would go up with an 8.5 on this. It's pretty high. It's pretty high. Great job. And that's not by how great this one did it, by the way. He'd be off the chart. I'd put him up at a 20 on a 1 to 10 scale. So, oh my goodness. But you see how it uplifts you. It just makes you feel good and makes you just feel like you're in that warm, cuddly blanket of love, like you are that one that he loves. It's so precious. By the way, that's another thing about my tiers. And the last tier is where I'm bringing you stuff that will uplift you. And that's the highest tier there. And it's going to help you to get in that space that I live all the time of peace, love, and joy. In fact, someone watching my video recently said to me, "You are just over the top with happiness." And I go, yeah, you know why? Because number one, I got the crud out of my way to being happy with all that personal growth and development. And that allowed me to really just commune with the divine, which people call some God or their heavenly beings or whatever, all of that, all of those. I mean, when you commune with that, you just really get that love and that happiness. You can't help it. So that's what I'm bringing in my upper tier, by the way. So if you want to know a little bit more about me, by the way, you can go to the About Me video here, which leads you to a longer video about my Forged in the Fire journey. I was not always this happy, let me tell you. And also there's a page on Patreon about Lorelei, which you can take a look at as well. And thank you so much, those of you who have supported me, with the super thanks and donations on my page and the Buy Me a Coffee. I am so deeply grateful to you for that. So now let us comment. I want your comment today on what makes you happy. What makes you happy? Now don't get scatological, but don't get intimate, but anything else that makes you happy. What makes you happy? Like what makes me happy is watching these wonderful videos, really. Especially the ones that uplift you. Those are the ones that make me happy. So what makes you happy? And let's focus on that, because that's the way we bring in more happiness, is to put the focus on what makes us happy. So let me know in the comments. Okay, and to our message. Could it be that every moment of our lives truly is perfect? Could it possibly be that each and every moment of your life is truly perfect? You say, nah, no, that's not true. Because I mean, I get stressed and I get upset and things happen. Technology, the computer. Oh my goodness, I was 2 hours today trying to deal with an issue with CapCut, maybe 2.5. And you go, mm-mm. Every moment of my life, nope, 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 can't be, impossible, not gonna be, not true. Sorry, can't do it. But let's just think for one little moment. What are the things that make the moments of our lives imperfect? Let's think about that. Well, one of the things that makes the moments of our lives imperfect is when we're thinking to ourselves, boy, what's going to happen? Am I going to have enough money to pay this bill or that bill? Is my son or daughter going to be okay with such and such? Is my mother going to be okay? How am I going to get all of these issues with the house taken care of because it's fallen down around my earlobes? And all this stuff, right? All that stuff, right? That makes us a little upset in the moment of now, right? But let's see, what is that stuff? What is that stuff? All of that stuff that I just described is projecting into the future. It's putting your consciousness into the future and pulling it back here like it's going to be a bad future. By the way, not a good thing to do because you will pull a bad future to yourself. So don't want to do that. When you see yourself doing that, stop it and say, cancel that. Cancel all of that. Say it out louder in your head to the universe and God, cancel that. But anyway, that's another video. Maybe I'll do a video on that. But that is all projecting into the future. It's not in this moment of now. In this moment of now, like where I am now. Let's just say I wasn't doing this video and I'm just sitting here, right? In this moment of now, all that stuff is not happening, okay? None of that I just projected is happening. It's something, if I bring it in, then it's going to be sitting in my moment of now and mucking it up. But the moment of now is perfect at that time if I don't muck it up by bringing out that possible negative future into it, right? So that moment of now, no, still perfect as long as I don't muck it up, okay? Now, what about the others? There's some other things that make us upset too. Let's see. What's another thing that makes us upset? Oh man, why did my husband do such and so forth? And my children, they should have done this instead of that. And what about that argument I got to with I just carrying that thing around, that argument I got into with my daughter, and she said this and I said that. Maybe I'll tell that story 25 times over to my friends, or maybe I'll tell stories about my friends to my other friends about what they did that made me upset, yada, 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 right? What is all of that? All of that, once again, is not this moment here. That is stuff from the past. We're dragging into this moment, right? Just in case if we don't want a perfect moment, we can just drag all that crap. If we don't want to be happy, we can just drag all that crap into this moment of now and start thinking about it, start talking about it, and so on and so forth, right? That again is not here in this present moment. In this present moment, I'm just sitting here pretending I'm not making a video right now. I'm just sitting here in this moment. All that muck and mire that happened yesterday or an hour ago, or even when I was working on my computer on the CapCut thing, right? All that was not now. It was in the past. See, so that's also not in this perfect moment of now, right? That's not in this perfect moment of now. Okay, well, okay, I got you so far, you say. I got you so far, but wait a minute. What about those moments of now when I'm in that argument? Or when I'm working on CapCut and, and it's not going, it's not working for me and I can't get it to work. And and nobody wants to come on customer service because there is no customer service anymore. And what about, when somebody says something nasty to me and I'm in that moment of now and they say it nasty to me? Well, let's just think for a minute about that. Isn't every single thing that happens to us, be it sort of negative, be it sort of not so pleasant, all that, but isn't it an opportunity for growth? Isn't it an opportunity for learning? Don't we have an opportunity when these things happen to us to learn a different way to solve our issues? Instead of maybe getting in an argument, over and again, if we get in the same argument, but we can, in that moment, we can we can think back on it and say, the next time I'm going to do it a little bit differently. I'm not going to get into that argument. I'm going to do it differently. 20 years of personal growth later, this is what I did over and again, right? Because I used to get into the arguments and the upsets and the crying and all that. So every moment that was imperfect in my life, it actually was a huge opportunity for me to learn and grow. You see? So even those moments, which would seem so miserable, they were not actually imperfect. They were perfect, because what's my job here on this earth when I come down as a soul and I come to embody in a physical form? My job is to learn and grow. If I got nothing negative happening, I can't learn and grow. How do I learn and grow? You see? So even those moments when negative things happen in our lives is an opportunity for us to take ourselves to the next higher level. And boy, am I a different person since I started doing this. So I have to say, like, you would not even recognize me of what I was about 25 years ago. Really, you wouldn't recognize me. You wouldn't think I was the same person. So I have to say that everything I was up against, and I talk about it in my video about my Forged in the Fire journey, everything I was up against that wasn't working, it helped me to be who I am today, who I love. I love who I am today, by the way. I am happy as a clam, right? So how could I call any of those moments that were imperfect, seemed imperfect, I'm sorry, any of those moments that seemed imperfect, how could I call them imperfect? Because they created me to be the person I am. You see? And of course, the most luscious, delicious, wonderful moments of now are when we can just like be in this now moment. Forget the future, forget the past, and don't draw to, like, we've done our work so we're not in that moment drawing to ourselves something negative, and we're in that beautiful moment of now. You know, and we're playing with the cat, or we're doing a video, right, like I am, or we're near the water and the stream is flowing, or you're at the beach and the water's, you know, coming in, washing in and out, and you're feeling those negative ions, or you're playing with the dog, or you're out in the backyard doing gardening, and just being in that moment of now. You're with your loved ones, you're with your honey on the couch cuddling and watching the TV, and letting that moment of now just be what it is. These are the most delicious times. You know, when you could cuddle down and put the blanket around you and do a meditation and just feel like you're just roaming around the cosmos. You know, I have some meditations, one I already put in and some more I'm going to be bringing you in my upper tier, you know. I mean, those are the most delicious, luscious moments of now, when you realize everything exactly as it is absolutely perfect. And, oh, of course, one wants to learn from those uncomfortable moments so that we have less and less and less uncomfortable moments. I almost have no uncomfortable moments. Almost none. I was a little getting annoyed with the CapCut business, taking 2.5 hours of my day. But in the final analysis, I actually learned how to find out if you have 2 accounts and then cancel one of the accounts and see what account actually was the one I had all along. And now I won't get charged for 2 accounts. You know, I learned a lot. It's a dopey system that they have, but that's another story. I myself learned. I didn't use their customer service because they had no customer service that weekend. Well, I guess they do, but I couldn't find it. I finally think I sent them an email to tweak some things, but I couldn't find it at the time. And when I reached out to what I thought was customer service, they tried to charge me, one of these IT companies, you know. So I said, I'm going to do it myself. I'm going to find out what's my account, what's the old account, what's the new account, how do I cancel the one and stop them charging me, you know. So I did that. So I learned. So all is well. And here comes your video. So I obviously got to make my videos. So that is my message to you today, really. Every moment of your life truly is perfect. Now you can pull muck and mire into the moments of your life to make it seem imperfect, or you can decide not to learn from the moments of your life, which could make other moments then later on down the line seem pretty imperfect. But it's all seeming imperfect because every moment of now, if we just be in the moment and learn what we have to learn sometimes is actually perfect. That's what I wanted to bring for you today. I hope you kind of get what I was saying in that. Put a comment, let me know if you understood that. So, okay, beloved ones, I'm sending you that precious now, beautiful energy, and it comes at you now whenever you watch this video, just so you know, okay? Doesn't matter when you watch it, it comes at you. And your now moment. So here it comes. It's love, it's peace, it's joy, it's bliss, it's abundance, it's fun, it's play, it's ease, it's harmony, it's brotherhood, all that 5D energy coming at you now. Namaste. I honor the God in you.